From Continental Airlines Arena in East Rutherford, the Yes Network presents NBA basketball. Tonight, the Nets return home from a 3-game road trip to face the Orlando Magic. Do it for the pregame show. For now, we will hear what the coach has to say before action gets underway at the Met.
From Continental Airlines Arena, you are looking at the modern-day Mr. Triple-Double, Jason Kidd. Tonight, he and the Nets look for their 3rd straight win as they host the Orlando Magic. It begins right now on NBA TV.
Assist and rebounding.
And he gets the ball to Vince Carter, who's averaging just over 25 a game this season. And Fred, without Jefferson and Kristich, an even bigger burden on Vince Carter.
It certainly is a big burden on Vince Carter, and he's still relying on the jump shot. We see him going to the basket here, but if he stays away from the jumper, gets to the basket, gets his team in a bonus, that's when the Nets have a chance to win. If he's going to live by the jump shot, it's tough for this team to win if he's only living by the jumper.
Well, he certainly didn't live by the jump shot 2 games ago against Atlanta when he took it right to the rim for the game-winning bucket. On display tonight again as he and the Nets host the Magic. Keep it right here on NBA TV.
1995, the Magic of Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway. All rejected by Howard. Nets able to maintain possession. Carter. And that will count. It's a goal, Ted. Celebrating his 25th birthday yesterday.
Nelson, one of the guys on this team, they want to make sure they slow down.
Carter from downtown.
Very good release. And look how deep Vince Carter is, and that ball is just has a great natural rotation on it.
Taylor Wright try to curl it around for more, and that slows it down. Carter for 3. Well, it slowed it down for about a second and a half.
You know, sometimes, you know,
Wright.
A pretty good balance right here with the Magic. 3 guys back.
Carter, yes, another 3 for Vince Carter. So Carter off to the fast start, has 13 points. As the Nets turn it over, here's Vince Carter. He is on fire. That's his 3rd from downtown.
Another handoff for Vince Carter.
Nets up by 2. And here's Carter. So he is now taking it to the basket.
Did you notice how the Magic kind of
4 of 4 from the field? Carter again to the rim. Got the step on Bogans.
And there wasn't a squeeze that time by the Magic, so Vince was able to get himself going towards the basket without any traffic getting in front of his footwork, and then you see the elevation and finish.
17 for Carter here at the start. Foul is called on Wright. And as I watch Vince Carter going up against Orlando, I'll get back to that point in a moment.
Look at Vince. Here he comes through. Doesn't really get the good elevation, but look at the touch. That's what the rim is up there for. And now here's what the rim is up there for also, to go right through it and attack. A terrific finish by VC.
Jay Nets. What a start for Vince Carter. 17 points, 6 of 8 from the field, and there's been so much speculation. People wondering, where will Vince be playing next season? Will he re-sign with the Nets? And the feeling is he's been very happy with the Net team, but his daughter is in the Orlando area. He does have a home down there, and there's been much talk about the possibility, because Vince can sign as a free agent following this season. Much speculation concerning the possibility of Vince signing with either Orlando or Charlotte, and he's putting on a show here against the Magic.
And that's a good release with the double team coming at him. That shot with 2 guys closing on him, so he's willing to give the ball up, which I think kind of means he's going to pile up a lot of points on top of what he's done already.
Now Vince can stay an additional year with the Nets, but he can opt out.
And without getting into personal finance, that number is at a pretty big number next year, so the question becomes whether he can get somebody to match that on a per-year basis.
Last night, 25 minutes.
Cup deal at the same time.
Carter played by Bogans, able to lose him off a screen. Oh, Vince Carter all fired up tonight. He has 19 points. And Arroyo knocks it down. Lawrence Frank counting it down. Down to 3, 2. Carter from way downtown. 1 second remaining in the half. Kidd with the steal and fires just off.
Vince Carter's ridiculous with his range.
How about Kidd with the fling hook from side court?
Is that what that was? Look at Vince. Where's the three-point line? You can't even see it barely on that jumper. He's just, you know, Lawrence Frank did yell out right before that, attack, okay? There's his attack. Also, but a good quick release that trip by Howard.
Carter, the high point man, he is 22. Here's Carter putting high off glass as he saw that right hand of Dwight Howard moving in his direction, but was able to get it over Dwight Howard.
Pretty good read, though, by Bogans just then.
That's his second three of the night, hit one early. Minute and a half gone by in the third. Moore, Mikey Moore. 8 points in the third quarter. Carter gets the screen. Here's Carter, and this time attacking the basket.
Attacking and also attacking the body first. So he bumped with the body and then looked for the basket second. But
yeah, I'm not. Oh, look at it. Marcus Williams with a circus shot for the Nets. They are in the midst of a 13-4 run. Here's the no question. You can see that coming on the lob thrown by Redick. Last two in Denver and Utah. Here comes Nelson. Tries to go all the way. Rejected by Carter.
Great activity defensive end. Jameer Nelson thinks he has a two-point layup right there, and Vince says, no, get that one out of there. Good reaction by Vince with the left hand. And the other part of the bench, too, having the bench produce. When you get to this point, Marv, with five, both of them are playing well. Boy, it's just a dynamite combination. If you can have two guys passing the ball as well as they do on the...
And Carter called for steps.
That was pretty nice.
Very nonchalantly flips it in with an incredible shot. But it will not count.
No. Nice
Bogans coming up short. Here's the nice lead. Carter, yes, and the foul.
I guess it pays to work on those crazy flips, huh? The last time down was after the whistle, but the strength of Vince Carter. And you watch the sneak out, but watch Jason Kidd. No dribble, and look what this pass is. Right on the money, and the finish is a beautiful little flip with the spin on it. Never touches the rim. But the beauty of that pass to me, Marv, is that Vince Carter runs out and never has to put the ball on the floor. It's catch and deliver.
Foul on Jameer Nelson. And that's 30 for Vince Carter. And now Kidd looking to run. Robinson passing on the shot. He found a wide open Carter.
You know, that's Kidd bringing everybody to the baseline side of the floor. Little flip back and great spreading and space. And Brian Hill showing a little bit of frustration here with the way his team is defending or lack thereof. But watch Kidd bring players to him. And Carter on the left side with the finish. Work too then, didn't it? The clock take off about 8 seconds or thereabouts. Staggering numbers though by Dwight Howard.
By the Nets, once again, getting strong play from the bench. Vince Carter leads the way with 32 on 12 of 23 from the field. Jason Kidd getting it down to Carter. No dribble as Carter is able to put it down. And Vince Carter, the guest of Jim Spinarco. Let's go to Jim.
All right, Vince is back with me, Marv. Thank you. Vince, about 8 days ago down in Orlando, this was not a game you wanted to talk about, but Magic really had their way with you. What was the incentive like coming in here tonight?
Well, they kicked our butt pretty good, and, you know, we didn't forget. We didn't want to come out and say, oh, you know, think about this game throughout the week, but when it approached us, we wanted to come out and play better basketball and show them what the real Nets basketball team can do. And I think from the get-go, as a unit, we all were focused in and ready to play.
Well, talk a little bit, if you would, about your personal start tonight. You shoot the ball well from long range. I mean, does that get you going in terms of thinking you're going to be able to break people down and get to the basket at a later point?
Well, yeah, definitely. I try to either let my drive set up my shot or vice versa. So I just was in attack mode from the beginning, whether it was from inside or outside, and just trying to be aggressive and start us off. Normally, I kind of start us off, but I want to get everybody else involved. And tonight, I just wanted to be the guy.
I'm a big free throw guy. I think you win games. Get out of here, Marcus. I'm trying to interview him.
He's killing me.
Yeah, he's killing me too.
Rookies, man.
I'm a big free throw guy. I think free throws win games, especially down the stretch. Do you put in your mind that you want to get to the line a certain number of times during the course of the game?
Oh, definitely. I want to get there at least 7 to 8 times a game, and I try like heck to get in there. And sometimes I take a beat and try, and I don't get it all the time. But I just think if I'm aggressive and continue to be aggressive, the rest will know that that's my intent, is just get into the basket.
Okay, great effort again tonight.
Thanks a lot. Go Heels. Oh, we won today.
How about the Duke women's team the other night, huh? All right, Marv, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Jim always gets that last word in, particularly when we're dealing with Duke, North Carolina. Vince Carter, 17 of his 32, coming in the opening quarter. Assist from Marcus Williams. Again, the final score, the Nets 93, the Orlando Magic 78. Coming up next, the Nissan postgame. Nets basketball on Yes is produced by Frank DeGrace, directed by John Wilson. Tonight's pregame at halftime, produced by Drew Kaliski. The supervising producer is Woody Fryman, and the executive producer, John Filippelli. Join us again Tuesday night. It's the Nets and the San Antonio Spurs. Game time 7:30. And our coverage gets it going at 7 o'clock. For more of the Yes Network, log on to YesNetwork.com. So for Jim Spanarkel and our entire crew, I'm Marv Albert. We'll be back with some final thoughts in just a moment. Nancy Newman and the postgame is next.
And Fred, you touched on it. Vince Carter with a big night. And as we heard him tell Jim Spanarkel after the game, he was in attack mode right from the start.
He certainly was. 17 points in the first quarter. Got himself off to a great start. And as I said before, it gives your teammates confidence. Why? It's an open basket. He scored. We can score. Let's go play basketball. He led the way. He was the pace horse. After that, the Nets continued to play. Got themselves a big win.
And we talked about it in the pregame show, how much pressure there is for Vince to produce without Richard Jefferson and without Nenad Kristic.
And it's pressure every single night, but he has a talent to withstand the pressure, so the pressure should be there. If he didn't have the skill level, okay, fine, no pressure. He's got the skill level. He's got to be able to carry the load.
I think it's safe to say he has the skill level.
He has
32
the skill level.
As the Nets win their third in a row, 93-78.
And a strong game for Vince Carter. Started, as you discussed with Vince after the game, started quickly. 17 of his 32 points coming in that first quarter.
And at times, I just think, that's why I kind of asked him the question whether there's a predetermined number of free throws he'd like to get in the game, because when he starts out this way and he's shooting the ball well, obviously, if you're in a zone, you keep shooting the ball, but I think you get away from the line a little bit. They didn't really need it that much tonight down the stretch.
A hometown hoedown when Carter and the Nets duel Duncan, Parker, and the San An Spurs.
Spanarkel, Michelle Beadle, and the rest of our Yes Network team. I'm Nancy Newman saying thanks for watching, and stay tuned for GMC Truck Presents Center Stage Don Leguizamo. And enjoy the rest of your night. 93-78, Nets a winner over the Magic. Good night, everybody.